What you're seeing right now is a whole bunch of man versus machine, man up mode gameplay that I've decided to compile together. Actually, just not talking or to a video or anything. So, I mean, I wanted to make a whole man versus machine update with the whole big update and all Tale of Two Cities. But honestly, I kind of do want to talk about something on to why maybe I shouldn't be playing this thing because. Well, okay, I guess start around today. So, I decided to go ahead and try out the man versus machine mode, the new mode, and probably get my hands on those, kill streak weapons, even though they seem completely useless. I could get my hands on them and see how they are. Maybe a good chance to get one of those Australian weapons and sell them for like $5,000 or something. But basically, I did wanted to try out MvM, so I bought like the Tour Dirty ticket and I bought the supply ticket because I wanted extra items, and I decided to play on the two maps that were released. Now the thing was, like I said in the previous video, I did not have any friends with me. No one was really interested in like the new stuff or MvM in general, so I was just kind of had to deal with some pubs. In fact, like, this is some footage of like a pub video that basically playing with random people, and it's not that great, of course. And when I go ahead and realize that pub servers and playing on public stuff and all that stuff, it's usually there if you want to have fun, and that's, I guess, the whole point. If you want to be serious, you get your Highlander team and get a bunch of shit done, or just form your own team and go on a pub server. Otherwise, you're just jumping on pubs over and over, having some fun and such. But when it comes down to the cooperative side of it, you gotta have people who know what the fuck they're doing, or else you're gonna lose a lot. And, I can go ahead and say that there are fun MvM servers out there. They're usually like ones with like, unlimited money or extra spaces. Like, there's like some MvM servers out there that can go for like 10, and they can be very buggy actually. Like, I think if you like fully upgrade your character and you try to change your class, you will like get kicked out, or it will disconnect because it's like a huge bug that cannot be fixed, I guess. I guess like Valve or whoever's behind TF2 never kind of realized that if you upgraded all your stuff and changed class, it wouldn't work or anything. But, there's stuff like that. But when you go on, like, Man Up, you kind of expect people who would get shit done, because it's like $1 for a ticket, basically, I don't know if any true free-to-players are gonna be on that, but they can try out the usual MvM servers. Which, by the way, honestly, if you really want to go on, like, an MvM, like, game or anything, just go through the server list. Don't, like, do the whole play co-op sort of deal, because you're gonna wait like 5 hours trying to like find a server. Like, when I recorded the video for what I wanted to do, it took me like 12 minutes or something to like get into a server, and I was like playing Animal Crossing in the background, saying some stupid shit like it was gonna be in the video. But I think going back to it, when you go to man up mode, it's like you gotta have friends, or you gotta have people who are actually good at the game, and not anybody who is like trying to play for fun or doesn't know what they're exactly doing. Like, I have seen like so many like people who are like going like soldier and soldier, like 2 soldiers and like a man up mode, and I'm like, that's not really how it works, because there's got to be a whole big balance. There's like one team that we had to work with, and it's like you gotta have an engineer, you gotta have a medic, you gotta have a scout, you gotta have maybe a soldier or a demo man or whatever. There seems to be like a good team that you have to work with MvM mode, and people don't really know that. It's just like, hey, I can be a soldier, I can shoot shit, and I have the buff banner or the battalion's backup, which with sort of that sort of stuff, Battalion's backup's not gonna help a lot. It'll help something, but you're not gonna deal with sentries unless there's engineer of sentries or whatever. But let me tell you, I mean, I will say that I had almost a good man up mode little map, and I didn't record it or anything. We were basically going through like we were basically like halfway through like the third wave, and then like we sort of like lost. And I say our team was good. We seemed to be decent. We seemed to be cooperative, except one dude just kind of yelled at us because we lost, and I'm like, dude, we're not gonna win all the time. One loss is not gonna do much. We could like rebuy our upgrades and such, and maybe rethink what we have to do to learn from our mistakes and such. Not like blame it on the entire team or whatever. It could be your fault. It could be anybody's fault. And then at the same time, my friends, or at least some of my friends, decided to play TF2, nonetheless, MvM. And it wasn't man up or anything. We just wanted to play like the new maps, and I was like, yep, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this, I'll just play with my friends. And of course, throughout the 2 times that we played the new MvM maps, we did good. Sure, they were like, just regular matches, not man up mode, but that's what I kind of imagined what it, man up would be. If you want to win, you gotta have people you trust, friends and such. But I don't know. I guess this was like a whole tangent on being like a guy, talking common sense about stupid video games and whatever. I mean, I did really want to make an MvM update, talk about like the medic stuff, the little updates on the upgrades, the new maps, and maybe like the new mechanics apparently in the one of the new maps. But I guess it's not gonna come around. I guess I'd be like a broken record. Like, I guess people have already made better videos than I have. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm discouraged by that. I mean, like, I guess people beat to the punch, and I'm not gonna be like the guys like, hey, you can slip on a banana peel and you'll die, and it's pretty funny. And I guess everyone already knows that if they played the map or whatever. I don't know. But I guess talking about what I wanted to talk about is kind of good. I don't know. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't be a dick in video games and you'll be fine. Yeah, that's the moral. Well, I'll get around to do other videos, hopefully not more TF2 stuff, because honestly, I've been making too many TF2 videos. I am gonna do some new stuff. But in the meantime, here's something. I don't know what's gonna be in this section. It's just gonna be something I'm gonna put in post, because I'm just looking at black screen right now on Sony Vegas. So yeah, that's something. I'll see you guys next time, I suppose, and enjoy yourselves playing games. I guess I'm gonna go to bed.